Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
I would recommend Angel Care to anybody. They have really helped me regain my strength.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
I couldn't have survived this without Angels Care.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to our Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for joining us, and thanks to our producer, Jeff Durall. We're at the Hayes Public Library with the director of the Adult Department of the Hayes Public Library, Marleah Augustine, as we talk about library programs, past and present and future. Let's talk about some of those new programs if we could, Marleah.
Excellent. Right now we are just wrapping up summer reading, so a lot of folks in the community are probably familiar with our children's department summer reading events. Young adult department also has summer reading, and the adult department has library bingo, which is just wrapping up. So we've had a lot of success with those over the summer. Hundreds of participants. It's been really great.
I was about to ask, how many people do you suppose came and frequented the library, adults as well as children?
Yes. We've, just day in, day out, just constant flow of activity, which is great to see.
Absolutely. So tell us about some of the new programs.
Yeah, we have a couple of new online resources. One is called Universal Class, and what that does is offers people a chance to do some learning on their own through their computers from home. They can come into the library, use computers as well, and access those. There are hundreds of different course offerings, anything from hobbies and crafts like photography or painting, all the way to learning Microsoft Excel or something like that. And people can take some of the classes for continuing education units as well, which is a nice opportunity to have.
So if I want to learn how to operate a video camera, for example, in case the replacement is necessary.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was an afterthought there. So that's called Universal Class.
Universal Class,
People
yes.
can do it from the library or at home.
Or at home, yes.
Okay, and what does that involve? Just to sign up?
Basically, you would use the link through our website, which is hayespublib.org, and go through that link. It'll take you to Universal Class. You create an account, sign in. It tracks your submissions. If there are anything you need to submit, you actually get feedback from instructors as well with a lot of these courses. So it's a really nice opportunity just if you have, a hobby you want to learn more about or something for work that would, help you out there. It's a really great resource to have.
Any cost for this service?
There is no cost.
That's
no cost.
Amazing.
So all through your library card.
And you can even earn a certificate, huh?
Yes.
Tell us about Newsbank. What's that all about?
Newsbank is something that is really beneficial, especially to Kansas Room patrons who are searching for Hayes Daily News archives. It offers the Hayes Daily News in digital form. You can search by keywords, by names, which is really handy when you're looking for a wedding announcement or an obituary. Right now, Newsbank has the last 20 years of the Hayes Daily News on archive. So you can access that as well. If you're tired of dealing with microfilm, feeding it through the machine and trying to, kind of get motion sickness as that goes through, you can try Newsbank instead if you're looking for something a little more recent.
So a new way to access previous information you might be searching for. Tell us about the little free libraries. These are so unique and so fun.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I see them pop up on my Facebook a lot of times when people are at parks and things. They like to take pictures of those. The Little Free Library, we had our first one, which is still in Seven Hills Park, and that was our first one that we put in a couple of years ago. And then just this summer, we put in a new one at the Hayes Aquatic Park down the street. So it's painted really nicely with ocean creatures and blue. It's very eye-catching. So both of the Little Free Libraries were designed and painted by staff members here at the library. Angie Aiello in Children's Department and Nicole Thibodeau in the Young Adult Department. So
Now,
they did a really nice job with those.
Marleah, if somebody's not familiar with the Little Free Library, what's it all about?
It's basically just a way for people to get some resources to read out in the community. So you may be at the park or at the swimming pool and want to pick up something to spend a few minutes with of your time. And the idea is that you can take a book from the Little Free Library. If you have some books that you would like to leave in turn, you can also do that at those places too. So it's fun to see people using those and getting out with them.
For years and years, the Hayes Public Library has been a central part of downtown Hayes with the activities and the services and such. How's the funding? Where do you get your money from?
Really, a lot of our funding comes directly from the community, which is fantastic. The community really supports the library. It's great to see so many people coming in, getting access to resources and services. We also are funded through fundraising from the Friends of the Hayes Public Library. That group in particular holds fundraising events. They have a bookstore in the library with gently used books. You can find things, for a steal there. It's a really great place to visit if you have a few minutes. They also have periodic book sales where they also raise some funds, and all of those funds go directly back into the library to support programs.
Well, now, obviously, we know about the book collections, but the book collections themselves, Marleah, are extensive. Everything from fiction to nonfiction and covering all ages. It's just amazing the volume of, has anybody counted?
We have some numbers. Let's see, is that on our infographic?
We'll talk about the
Yes.
infographic here today.
But
All right.
total numbers, just hundreds of thousands of books.
Really?
We have a lot of people who are new library users who come in and don't actually realize that we have a basement floor as well, which is where the majority of our adult resources are held. So people are staggered.
And you talk about every kind of activity, event, or materials for research that people would want. They're right here at the Hayes Public Library.
Definitely. We have a lot of resources for entertainment as well. We have a lot of films. We have around 10,000 movies actually available for checkout. So that's all through the use of your library card as well.
10,000. And in addition to that, of course, there are periodicals, reference materials as well.
Definitely.
And of course, the computers that are available for online use.
Yes, yes. Very handy.
The computers are also available in the children's department itself, which is kind of a separate area, isn't it?
Yeah, the children's department is housed upstairs. There are a lot of fantastic resources there. Their nonfiction is divided into kind of categories. You can find, favorite friends like Daniel Tiger or different characters, Disney princesses. You can find all kinds of things. It's a lot of fun.
And of course, as we mentioned, for all ages. So you have resources for those young adults, the middle adults, if you will.
Yes, yes. Anywhere from 12 to 18. Our patrons are served in the young adult area, and that's another great place to find fun activities happening all the time.
Well, you referenced the infographic, which is the material that's behind us here. Tell us about this piece of work.
This was produced by Amy Johnson, who is an adult department staff member, who did the design, and Noelle Huseman did the data collection and reference for that to create that. So just a lot of great resources. You'll be seeing these posted around the library. We've also given them to the Chamber of Commerce also to share in their newsletter too. So you'll see these around the community definitely. But just a great way to display really how involved people are with the library and how involved the library is with the community.
For years and years, Marleah, the Hayes Public Library has been the most used facility among libraries in Kansas and even nationwide. It has gained recognition for the usage, patron usage.
Definitely.
And this kind of shows it, doesn't it?
It does, it does. And I think that all just goes back to really how supportive the community is and how much people really enjoy coming down here. And it's not just for the air conditioning when it's hot outside, but that helps.
So on the website, You've also tracked the number of people who visit that. What is that?
Yes, over 130,000 hits on our website. So a lot of that is from people at home wanting to access resources, which is great that they're thinking of us.
We did talk about print materials too, 137,232. And then, of course, right in the big middle there, 1,200 new card holders. And all of this is available with a Hays Public Library card.
Definitely. We're gearing up. September is actually National Library Card Sign-Up Month, so this is perfect timing. If you don't have a library card yet, you can definitely come down and get one. All that we ask is that people bring in a photo ID and proof of their current address, and they can get their library card.
I was going to ask who's available to get a library card. Who can have a library card these days?
Really anyone in the community, so anyone from babies on up.
Children as well as adults.
Yes.
And all it takes is a photo ID and the date of birth?
Proof of address.
Proof of address. Okay.
And I believe children's cards just need a parent to sign off on those, and they're good to go.
Okay. And that library card is non-renewable. It's good for as long as you're using it.
It is good as long as it's in use, yes.
And as we've noted, in our family, they're used for book checkout, they're used for videos, they're used for audio materials, anything like that. Any of the services in the library then?
Yeah, we also have digital materials that you can download to your smartphone, your computer, your own devices through our Sunflower e-library. You can get ebooks that are available through there. You can also get audiobooks that are available digitally as well.
Now, there's one area that we haven't talked about, and that's the gallery at the Hays Public Library, which in itself is a unique part.
It is. The gallery is home to rotating art exhibits. We tend to have an art exhibit about monthly. We also have lots of musical performances who come in. A lot of exciting things happening in there. We've had jugglers, we've had magic shows, we have just about anything you can think of in the gallery space.
And art.
And art, yes.
All right, let's highlight a couple of things in our last couple of minutes, if you would, Marleah, of early fall events or activities or programs that are coming up to give us a little highlight of what's ahead.
Of course. Fall is going to be, we have a theme for the fall, Passport to the World. We're starting to try doing some themed programming every season, like we do with summer reading, but with fall it's going to be Passport to the World. We have a lot of events focusing on international foods, international games, just a variety of things for all ages. This is library-wide.
Passport to the World.
Yes.
For the fall of 2015 at the Hays Public Library. And our guest today, Marleah Augustine, the Adult Department Director of the Hays Public Library, our Community Connection. Thanks for watching.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hays and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
There's not any words to describe their kindness.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
They saved my life.